Welcome to our guide on Python functions, presented by Dr. Hamad Mohammed Almantheri. This video is for students and beginners mastering Python programming. In programming, a function is a named sequence of statements performing a specific computation, avoiding repetition, and making code reusable. Every function has a name and acts as a block of code that only executes when called, typically returning a result. Python functions are categorized into built-in functions, also known as library functions and user-defined functions. Built-in functions are predefined within Python's libraries, ready for direct use in your programs. These functions were created by Python's developers to address common programming challenges, allowing direct use without writing definitions. Python offers built-in functions like max to find the largest item and len to determine an object's length. For advanced mathematical operations, Python's math module provides a rich set of functions, which must be imported before use. The math module includes arithmetic functions like ceil and sqrt, and trigonometric functions such as sine and cosine. For instance, how in the math module calculates x raised to the power of y, returning the result. Here's an example demonstrating math.sqrt for the square root of 2 and math.sin for the sine of 90 degrees. Alternatively, import all functions from the math module using from math import asterisk, allowing calls like sqrt without the math prefix. This slide illustrates both methods of importing math functions, importing the module or importing all functions directly, and their usage. Now, an exercise. Write a program to print the square root of numbers in a given list, such as 4, 9, 16, 25. Moving on, let's explore user-defined functions, which are functions we create ourselves within our programs. User-defined functions organize code and perform specific tasks. Their syntax involves def, a name, parameters, and an indented code block. Key rules for defining functions include starting with def, parameters in parentheses, an indented code block, and an optional return statement. A function call involves invoking the function by its name, passing arguments that correspond to its defined parameters. Here's a simple example, a hello function that prints hello world when called, demonstrating basic definition and invocation. Parameters are variables in a function definition, while arguments are the actual values passed to the function when called. This slide visually clarifies the distinction between parameters and arguments, showing par as a parameter and x as an argument. In this example, x and y are parameters of the add function, and 5 and 10 are the arguments passed during invocation. Functions can be fruitful functions, returning a result, or void functions, performing an action but implicitly returning none. Observe the difference. A fruitful function explicitly returns a sum, while a void function performs an action like printing without returning a value. Void functions, even without parameters, can perform repetitive tasks like printing a decorative pattern, as shown here. When a void function doesn't explicitly return a value, Python automatically returns the special value none. Void functions can also accept parameters, allowing for more flexible actions, such as printing a pattern using a specified character. Fruitful functions without parameters can still return values, like this example where return_sum calculates and returns a fixed sum. When fruitful functions include parameters, they perform calculations based on input values and return the result, as seen with return_sum. This example of a user-defined sum function clearly illustrates its body, return value, and how it's called to produce an answer. Here's a practical application, a program using rectarea to calculate a rectangle's area based on user-provided length and width. It's important to remember that if a function does not have an explicit return statement, it will implicitly return none. Python also supports arbitrary arguments, allowing functions to accept a variable number of arguments. If unsure how many arguments a function will receive, use an asterisk before the parameter name, as shown with asterisk department. Functions can have default parameter values, used if no argument is provided for that parameter during the function call. This example demonstrates a person function with Oman as the default country, showing its use when a country is specified or omitted. Here, my_ function demonstrates how default parameters can be overridden or used when no argument is passed for the country. Python functions are versatile enough to return multiple values, which can then be collected into multiple variables upon the function call. For instance, BigMul can efficiently return both the larger and smaller of two input values simultaneously. If a function definition is intentionally left empty, the pass statement must be used to prevent syntax errors. Consider this problem. Noor wants to order food. Write a void function to calculate the total price, apply a 25% discount if over 5 riyals, and display the final price. Finally, for Riham, a science teacher, create a fruitful function with parameters to calculate and return the average mark of students in an exam. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of Python functions. We hope this guide has provided a solid foundation for your programming journey.